This is my first and fundamental rule. Every video has to have an. Now that everybody is on phones, what are we going to do? Are we going to chase an algorithm? Are we going to hack the algorithm? Do you guys know which is the biggest streaming platform in the world? There are so many unfinished scripts now, so it might take 5 months, 1 year, it might take 5 minutes or 5 hours. Do you guys hear about this before? Show, don't tell. I am very tired, but always show what you're. With my food content, food is my secondary focus. My primary focus is always an.
Hi, I'm Amith Sai, and in this video, I'm revealing all my content creation secrets.
I am Amith Sai, and I love visual storytelling. I always have been a fan of visual storytelling. In school, I was taught this by some commerce teacher that everybody learns things differently. A few read and they are able to grasp things properly. A few listen, and then that's when they understand things and okay, they get it. And for a few, they have to see. And for me, I am the visual guy. I have to see how it's done, then I understand things properly. And from then on, I started making content because not only am I seeing, I'm also showing people. And right now we are in this phase where everybody is going to do content, regardless of what you are. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be an MLA, you can be in the government, you can have an IPL team, doesn't matter. Things have changed. Nobody's going to go after TV. Nobody's going to go after the billboards. Nobody's going to go after the ads before in the movies. They're still going to be there. But everybody will definitely have an Instagram account, will have a YouTube account, will have an X account. If tomorrow somebody starts a new social media platform, everybody's going to go after that. Now that we know this, now that everybody's on phones, what are we going to do? Are we going to chase an algorithm? Are we going to hack the algorithm? Are we going to post every single day at 9 o'clock in the morning because that's when most amount of views come because somebody said so? How is it going to be? I'll tell you all of those because you guys are in the very early stage of content creation, and I've been doing this when I was your age. I started with short films, and I don't know why, but yesterday I watched few of those short films. They were so bad. I wanted to take them off the internet, but I didn't do because my friends were like, don't do it. They have 500 views, 600 views, and they were garbage. But because I did those, I am here now. So you guys said you did 50 videos, 60 videos. I'll say we can have this conversation about content creation after you do at least 100 videos. Because after 100 videos, you'll at least know if you're interested in doing this, or will you give all of your company's content creation or your personal brand to somebody else so that they can do it for you. But you will have to do it regardless. So I'll tell you how you can do this for all by yourselves. Our first question is, who are we making videos for? Audiences and?
Target-based audience.
Okay, target-based audience.
Interacting with people.
For interacting with people. Nice. They're all right answers, by the way.
First, for ourselves.
For yourselves. Okay, that is also right answer.
To reach out brands.
To reach out brands. All of these are right answers. Okay. That is a very good answer. So basically, whatever you said, all of that. You're making content for people, an audience, for brands to watch. Whatever it is, in the end, the video is getting watched by people just like you and me. So instead of chasing the algorithm, instead of finding hacks, instead of thinking about if I post this at 9 o'clock, maybe I'm getting a lot of views, forget all that and keep this basic thing in mind. You are making videos for people to watch. People with hearts, people with brains, people just like us. So don't try to chase a formula. Don't try to chase, okay, I have to do hooks, I have to do all that. You have to do all of those. But fundamentally, what you're looking for is people. Your videos have to move people. And how do you move people? How are people doing it? All of this content, all the movies that you're watching, all the TV shows that you're watching, all the speeches, Martin Luther King's speech that changed so much after his speech with the Black Lives Matter movement. How did it happen? How are people able to do it? I'll tell you how are people able to do it with one reason, which is they are able to make people feel things. If you don't make people feel things, the video gets nowhere, you will get nowhere. This is my first and fundamental rule. Every video has to have an emotion. Without emotion, that video gets nowhere. Even if it's an educational video, even if it's like, oh, I'm promoting this real estate building, please come to this building and buy an office space. It's an advertising video. but still that video needs to have a feeling. And there's not one feeling that I'm looking for or you should be looking for in any of the videos. Feeling could be humor, feeling could be anger, feeling could be sadness, feeling could be aspiration, I'm feeling inspired, feeling could be curiosity, whatever it is, you have to make your video have a feeling. Without feeling, that video is nothing. Right now I'm in that phase where when I'm talking to my editor, I make sure the video has feelings. It starts off with a feeling, but the feeling changes every 5 to 6 seconds. That's how much deep things get once you start making content for years. So in the beginning, you'll be like relatable, okay, a bit of motivation, you come here and you'll become the greatest person ever in the world. But then you start hacking, which is you change the feeling every 5 seconds in the video. That's what I'm doing now. But to get to that phase, get the basics right. Have a feeling in your video. And how to use that feeling to your advantage is this. These are simple rules for shorts and reels. My suggestion is when you're starting out content, which you already did, start with shorts or reels. But the end goal for me is always long form. Do you guys know which is the biggest streaming platform in the world? YouTube. Yes. Like Netflix. Any other answers? Amazon Prime Video. Okay. Any other answers? No? Okay. The biggest TV streaming platform in the world is YouTube. It's not Netflix, it's not Prime Video, it's not Disney Plus. YouTube is being watched the most on YouTube. So my end goal for like the coming years is get big on YouTube, because YouTube is directly trying to compete with Netflix and Prime Video with their TV shows. Only difference, you go to Netflix, you get a producer, the guy gives you a TV show greenlit, you make a show, it doesn't perform well. Netflix is like, the show is cancelled, go elsewhere. But on YouTube, you can do this all by yourself without getting a producer. Obviously, you'll need a money, but nobody will put limits on you. So I believe the next TV shows, the next movies are going to be on YouTube, and it's going to come up from a 15-year-old, 16-year-old bedroom, because that's how accessible content is getting. But start off with shorts and reels, and these are the two things that you need to have sorted before you even start making the video. Did you guys know about this before, which is stop the scroll and watch until the end? Anybody heard about this? So what I do here is stop the scroll. The video comes on somebody's feed. You have to trigger and you have to make them feel things in the first 1 second. If the video doesn't make them feel anything, they just scroll away, your video is done. When you know the first 1 or 2 or 3 seconds are that important, why are we focusing on writing a minute-long, 2-minute-long scripts when our hook is not making people feel anything? The first 3 seconds need to have the highest amount of emotion. And how is that going to be? Anybody does this before? Like what hooks you come up with?
Saying something incomplete or saying something which triggers strong emotion.
Okay. Anything else?
Main concept of the highlight of the video.
Okay. Suspense building. Nice. I did a video recently, like a few months ago, and I was sure this video is going to flop hard, but I still did it anyway because this video is around 2 minutes long. And when I was doing this video, I was super clueless. I had no idea how it's going to do, but somehow it went to 1.3 crore views, which is 10 million. And now I look back to that video and I'm trying to dissect it, like what worked in that video. Just look at the first 3 seconds.
This is the most expensive Subway sandwich.
Can I have everything on the menu, please? All veggies and all meats, everything. So that's it. This is the most expensive Subway sandwich ever. I love Subway. I used to work at a Subway back in London. So in India, when I came back, I thought, why don't we make a Subway sandwich which has all the veggies and all the sauces? So I made this video, but I did one mistake, which is I prolonged the hook of the video to 10 to 15 seconds. The first 3 seconds, I just said this is the most expensive Subway sandwich. And then I go on with all of this like, bhaiya, isme sab dalo, sab sauces dalo, sab meats dalo. That was the point I was very afraid about. Will people stay until the hook is done? Because the hook is still going on, by the way. Everything in my sandwich.
Okay, sir, I will make your sandwich.
So how much should I pay?
Sir, you have to pay rupees.
Watch to find out how much I paid for it.
This is like the classic thing. So when you look at my videos, they always start twice. First is the hook. The hook itself is a different video, which is like the trailer of the video. It could be 3 seconds, it could be 10 seconds, but my suggestion in the beginning is go with the first 3 seconds. In the first 3 seconds, hook your audience right away. by putting in the most amount of emotion possible. It could be curiosity, it could be happiness, it could be anger, it could be sadness. Don't just think about making the hook verbal. Try to make it visual because this medium is visual storytelling. In the Subway video, I didn't say I'm going to Subway and I'm going to make the world's most expensive sandwich. I showed the sandwich on the screen in the first 1 or 2 seconds. So if you're trying to sell an office space, show the office space in the first 2-3 seconds. Make it visual, don't just make it verbal. Because not only you're landing them with verbal hook, which you're writing in the script, you're also hooking them with a visual. And when you do this, the video might have chances to go well. Might. How do you lock the entire video and how do you make sure the video pakka goes viral? You get the hook done and you make sure that people watch the video until the end. In the Subway video, I told them this is the most expensive sandwich ever made, but I will only reveal the price in the last second. So even if I make the video 10 minutes long, the chances of that video performing are very high. These are kind of videos that get millions of views. But apart from this, you guys think anything else that needs, anything else you need to add to the videos that makes the video go viral? Anything. It could be, why don't we show, nudity in the video? Maybe that works. Or maybe we use the names of big actors like Prabhas or Mr. Beast, and that might work, which is social hacking. Do you have any other ideas that make videos go viral that you have come across so far?
Sound effects.
Sound effects, amazing. And?
Captions.
Captions, yes. And?
Adding memes.
Adding memes, okay, nice.
Trending songs.
Trending songs, nice.
B-rolls which are correct.
Nice. So you guys have a basic idea of how to make videos, which is really good. When he said sound effects, that's a really good answer because I did filmmaking in London, and this is filmmaking basically, but for the short screen. What most people don't understand is they get a 4K clarity camera, they have this big of a lens, and they try to shoot everything. But know this one thing, this is the biggest hack ever that makes you stand out. Video is just 50%. The other 50% is the audio. You have to get the audio right. If the video has 8K clarity, but it has shit sound, nobody's going to watch the video. On the other hand, if the video is 480p, but it has crisp sound, people will watch. That's how important sound is. That's a really good answer. This year, I am planning to make a video that gets to 100 million views. I was planning to do it last year also, but I couldn't do. But this year, I know I will definitely do, hopefully. And I'm thinking, what sort of video gets 100 million views? Anybody has any answer for this, or anybody can help me out?
Definitely it must be from entertainment category.
Okay.
It has the highest base of audience.
Okay, interesting.
Controversy.
Controversy is a good answer, yes, but I don't want to get into it. Two things I always try to avoid, politics and religion.
Something which feels impossible.
Something which seems impossible.
Like challenge.
Nice. Challenges, okay. Anything else?
Not sleeping for a week.
No? Oh, okay. Insomnia. All good answers. My one thing that I can add to this is I want this video to not have anything verbal or anything, like no dialogue in the video. Because if the video has dialogues in English, that means English people can watch it. Now translation is happening, but come on, the translation is not there yet. So I'm planning to make a video which has 0 dialogue so that anybody in the world can watch. So that immediately increases my TAM, total addressable market. Maybe that will work, I don't know. So for that, caption is not there.
1 second reel.
You think 1 second reels might get that much, but any platform, even if it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, take any platform, what do these platforms actually want? Any answers?
Attention.
Attention. Yes. So basically, all these apps want people to stay on their platform for a long period of time. And when do people stay for a long period of time on these platforms? When there are longer videos. So when I try to make 2-minute, 3-minute videos, shorts, I think these videos are not going to get any views. But what YouTube does is, they don't put 1-2 second videos on their main feed unless like people who watch all of my videos, no matter what I post, are there. Those sorts of videos get here. But most of the videos that you see here are longer videos, 1 minute, 2 minute, 3-minute videos. And every platform is trying to push longer videos. Look at my feed. I have an hour-long videos coming onto my feed, 16-minute, 11 minute, 39 minutes. So 1 second, 2 second, 10-second videos might get you a lot of reach. But in the end goal is always to make 30-second, 40-second videos. And I feel those videos have higher potential to get 100 million views. Mr. Beast is doing it, and I think is averaging around 20 to 30 seconds. So hopefully that is my golden sweet spot for that 100 million views.
If you had a chance to go to past with current experience and you want to make that reel once again, to get a chance, what might you have changed or how would you have made it now?
The Subway one?
Yeah.
I think the Subway one, I edited it myself.
Yeah.
But with a team, probably I would get an editor and I would show the video to the editor and I would show the video to 5 or 6 more people and take their inputs.
Like how will you reduce the hook to 3 seconds?
I don't know, I'm not sure. You see this?
This is the most expensive Subway sandwich. Can I have everything on the menu?
You see the can I have everything on the menu? I might have removed it and directly cut to, Bhaiya, how much do I pay for it? And he says something, I beep it out and I'll say, if you want to know the price, wait until the end. Maybe I would have done that and made the hook much shorter. But this video is a very long video. It has puns throughout the video. I put all the sub puns in the video and that's why it's longer. But now I wouldn't change it. Maybe I would make a different video because look at the comments of the video. I got 9,000 comments. And this is one thing that I will also share. Just watch the entire video.
This is the most expensive Subway sandwich.
Can I have everything on the menu, please? All veggies and all meats. Everything in my sandwich.
Okay, sir, I will make your sandwich.
So how much should I pay?
Sir, you have to pay rupees.
Watch to find out how much I paid for it. I just ordered the ultimate Subway sandwich with everything.
So when I was saying watch to find out how much I paid for it, here I tried to put in 2 other hooks, which is, I think one other hook is easily there, which is me having the sandwich. People not only want to know the price, they also want to know how it tastes. So I opened a loop here saying almost going to eat it, but I don't have it. So this I use in almost all of my videos where verbally the subtitles are hooking them saying this is the most expensive one and this is the price I paid for it. But I'm also visually hooking it by showing the sandwich and me almost having it. Always show, don't tell. Do you guys hear about this before? Show, don't tell. Always use this. If you are saying I am very tired, you said it, I'm very tired. But you can also sit on a chair and be like this and look tired. In storytelling, visual storytelling, go with the second option or go with both, but always show what you're feeling. You hook the audience and you give them what they want in the last second. That's when the video goes viral. Hook the audience visually. Show what you're trying to show visually. That's when the video goes viral. And try to have emotion. Nobody wants to see you, this is the most expensive Subway sandwich in the world. Nobody wants an interested person unless that person is playing a character. Maybe that's his character. But most of the time, try be exciting, be confident. If you're camera conscious, get rid of that camera consciousness by making 100 videos. After 100 videos, you'll be a different person, trust me, on camera. A lot of people ask me, bro, you're a very shy person in real life, you're very introverted, but on camera, you're like super excited and whimsical because I spoke to the camera a lot. I treated camera like a person. And now camera is my friend. You can also say that is my audience. They're watching me right now and I'm talking to them directly, making eye contact. Always look at the lens. Don't try to look at the screen. Look them in the eye. Make this eye contact. There's one more hack, which is, you know David Fincher? Fight Club 7, The Social Network, yes. So I think one of the movies that David Fincher did, his editor did an interview where this editor said, David Fincher or the editor never try to show the character blink in their videos. And that I was like, wow, that's so cool. So I never blink in my videos when it's like fully scripted. This video is not scripted, it's a very long video, so I cannot keep my eyes open like PK. But in all of my videos, I try to choose those takes where I'm making eye contact to the camera directly. I never try to have takes where I'm looking and then one of the takes has my eyes going elsewhere or looking at the screen. Those takes immediately get rejected. I'm always showing eye contact to the camera. It's like I'm looking the audience in the eye and telling them, watch my video because I'm talking to you directly. So have that. That's when your videos actually have personality. Yeah?
Like blinking is a natural process, then if you don't blink,
Yeah.
won't the video will look like unrealistic or unreal?
This is just my thing. You don't have to follow it. You can do like this throughout the video. It's okay. For a 1 minute video, you can try doing it. But imagine doing that for 10-15 minute video. You'll just go crazy. Yeah. But I don't know if you know this. You know PK, right? In PK, America never blinks. Yeah, it's a like trivial fact. So every video needs to capture an emotion. So examples of my favorite emotions are this, which I already spoke about. Now I do food content. And when I do food content, there's one emotion that is super triggering for food content, which is making people feel hungry. So you show the food in the nicest way possible, and then people, their mouth water, and we're like, I want to try this. Let's eat it. But with my content, I thought I need to stand out. I'm not any other food like any other food creator. I want to differentiate myself. With my food content, food is my secondary focus. My primary focus is always entertainment. So I portray myself as the worst chef, which is worst chef but in Telugu accent. And my primary focus is always any of these. I either make them feel like, what the fuck is this guy eating? Or I make them feel like, wow, this video is good because this guy is funny. Or this guy is triggering me by adding monster to rice and cooking rice. Whatever it is. That is my way of going about it. You find it out for what your emotion is all by yourself. Mine is humor. I always try to make people laugh in all of my videos. One rule I have is I need to have at least one unfunny joke in all of my videos. At least one. Because funny jokes, people laugh, they go away. Unfunny jokes, people comment. Look at this Subway video and look at the comments it has. I didn't think this video would have 9,000 comments. And all of those comments are, Vijay, because that was so bad that people got onto it and they commented it. 9,000 of them. I didn't think so. So if there is an unfunny joke that you have and you're super conscious about it, just add it in the video. You'll do yourself a favor. And there's one more thing which people do is rage bait, which is also one of my favorite ways. I try to rage bait. I say 2 + 2 is 5, or something like the capital of India is Moscow, on purpose. And that triggers a lot of people. Somebody's airdropping me. Yeah. Rage bait. Now, how many of you, there's 2 types of content that you can do. One is entertainment, the other one is educational. How many of you want to do educational content? 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, and the rest are going to do entertainment. Okay. Difference between educational content and entertainment content is educational content will try to educate you. There's some knowledge in that video. Once the video ends, you've gained something. Whereas entertainment content, after watching the video, you have felt something so deep that, oh yeah, before this video, I was something, and after this video, I feel like I'm a better person or a worse person, which is again entertainment. Now, what's happening is educational content is also becoming entertaining, because when you're trying to add these many emotions, you have no choice but to make the educational content much more interesting, because there's so many emotions included. There's this thing in Japan where a normal worker going to the office sees more than 1,000 billboards or TVs in his train while walking on the street. And if you've seen Japanese ads, they are in so much of abundance of content that companies have no other choice but to make their ads have monsters or have the weirdest shit ever, because that's the only way people will remember those brands. And that is where we are headed as well. In this abundance content mindset, where everybody is creating content and everybody is like trying to be on the social media, how will you stand out? How will you make your video stand out is the biggest threat to content creation right now. And that you can do by being yourself. If you are something, be that 10x. Nobody can be like you. That is the hack. So every role contributes to the hook. Hook is not just writing. Most people get this confused. They sit and they're like, what is the hook? What is the hook? The most expensive sandwich at Subway. But it's not just writing the line. It's also the cinematography. How are you showing that? I tried to capture the entire Subway, the sub sandwich in the first shot itself, in the first second, by bringing it into the frame. That is the cinematography, the opening frame. And then in the edit, I made sure that Look at this one.
Sandwich. Can I have everything on the menu? This is the most.
You saw that first second pop?
Yeah.
That happened in the edit. And when people are scrolling, everything is going fine, and then suddenly they see a shot that starts right away with a pop like this. It makes them want to say, what's happening here? That I do as an edit, but now everybody started doing it, so I need to find something else that works. It could be, me standing naked in the video, or it could be me being upside down, latka hua, and then saying that. Could be anything. Try to hook them. Make them watch something and then be like, what is happening? I need to watch this. You know this purple cow theory? This Mr. B said, which is if you're going on a trip and then there's fields there and you see cows, nobody will remember that cow. But if you see a purple cow, you will remember it forever because it's different. So have that in the first 3 seconds. Make your video stand out. Visually do it. Yep, and editing. And overall, the idea itself has to have novelty, or it has to have some kind of emotion here itself. For Subway sandwich, the first emotion that I can think of is curiosity. Like, how is the sandwich going to be? That's the first thing that comes to your head, and you would want to try it, or you would want somebody else to try it. So always have that in the idea itself. That idea has to make you feel things. That is how hook is contributed. Like every job role is contributed. Now you're doing this all by yourself, so you can do this. But when you have a team, that's when things get complicated, because you're trying to bring everybody on the same page. How are you going to convince this guy, that guy, and the cinematographer, and the guy at the subway, and make them understand like this is a good video? So discuss your ideas with each other, talk to other creators. Even if it's not a creator, I sometimes ask about an idea to my grandfather, because he's not my audience. But if he is interested in this idea, then that means it's a even better sign. Somebody who doesn't watch my videos or these sorts of videos is interested in this idea. So I might pull in a new audience because this idea is interesting to them. Always discuss, always brainstorm, talk to other creators. And I am making food videos, like I said. If I just made a food video and I saw had food and it's good, nobody is interested. I have to make the food have feeling. And how do you do? In my food content creation, don't just show the food. Have people eat the food and show what they're feeling after they have a bite. So if you are trying to sell a real estate space, have people come into the real estate space, or you be in the real estate space, explore, see the real estate space. How are you feeling? Show that in the video. So feeling is not just done in the post or through voiceover, it is done in the acting as well. If you are feeling sad, you be sad in the video. That will connect with the audience and they will feel sad as well. If you're angry, be angry in the video. Are you guys doing BTech because your parents force you to, or okay, I heard okay, to have a degree. Nice. Okay, even my parents wanted me to become doctor engineer, but I said no to both of them, and now I have a very complicated relationship with my parents. Yeah. It is sad, but hopefully they understand that I'm happy doing this every single day. I don't feel like I'm working because I love doing this. I've dedicated my life to this. I sold my soul to the devil doing this, and this is what I do every day, and that's what it takes. Because I mean, like right on day before yesterday, I spoke to my grandfather, and he's like, "Oh, you're doing content and all, but when are you planning to get a job?" I didn't have an answer. I said, "I will sit in the house and I'll cry and I'll suffer in the house, but I won't get a job." No, it's not happening. So that's what it takes. Right now, I'm in this phase where my views have dipped and I'm not peaking anymore. You see those peaks, that's what happens, and it happens to all creators who are consistent. And then there's a dip. Your views don't go up, they go like this. And it's what you do in this phase defines if you're a good creator or not. I am still making content, I'll keep pushing it. I want 100 million video this year. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it'll happen. Just keep doing. Don't try to go for the peaks or 1 million, 2 million views. Always try to make your craft and art better. Just keep going. Even when there'll be months where you're not making money, there'll be years where you're not making money. Just go ahead. Keep doing it. Suffer, struggle. I believe in the end, it's going to be good. I think I want to be the best storyteller in the world. And I'll get it. I don't know how do you even measure this. Like it's the amount of views you get, it's the amount of money you make. I don't know, but that is my goal and I'll go with it. So we are telling stories visually, right? Show, don't tell, I said. I gave you guys an example as well, which is if you're feeling sad, don't just say you're sad, show it. Apart from that, somebody said B-roll. Anybody knows the difference between A-roll and B-roll?
Yes.
So this is basic A-roll, B-roll. But how do you use A-roll, B-roll properly? Everywhere I go, I show this video to people. It is not even one of my most watched videos, but I had too much fun making this. Did anybody see this video before? No? Okay. We'll discuss about this. It's one of my favorite videos.
Whoever did this to me, I'm going to find them and kill them with my toilet cup.
But what did they do to you?
What do you do when you can't sleep at night?
You masturbate.
You have coffee. I came here, made coffee in my toilet cup and placed it right here. I went to get Parle-G biscuit from my locker. And when I was back, the coffee was gone.
Did you call the police?
There's no police here, only cops.
You have been through a lot. Toilet cup, I will avenge you. What were you doing on the night my coffee disappeared?
Which night was it?
I need an answer, not a question.
If I was the culprit, I would have stolen the toilet mug too.
Be careful, you're crisscrossing the line now.
I know you know something, so spill it. Bro, please say something. Anything.
Coffee is bad for your health.
Bro, I'm sorry to bother you.
Bro, I'm 15. I don't drink coffee. I drink Bournvita.
I think I know what happened. What happened?
Maybe the toilet mug flushed itself.
What?
It's not that big of a deal, bro. Just make another coffee.
You don't get it, do you? None of you get it.
Amith, you're losing your mind.
I'm losing my mind? Duck you, maybe you did it.
Have you ever thought about hiring a detective?
No, I am the detective.
Not only you're the worst chef, but you're the worst detective ever.
What did you just say?
You will never find me.
I will come for you. And then I'll be super exhausted, so I'll sleep for a while. And then I will come find you.
When is that going to be?
Soon. Coming soon.
How I used B-roll in the video. When I was explaining to this guy what happened to the toilet cup, I was showing what happened to the toilet cup right away. What most people do is they shoot an A-roll video and they put B-roll on top, and most of this B-roll won't even have sound. Always have sound to the B-roll. If you're saying Hyderabad is a good city and you're showing Hyderabad, don't just put Hyderabad clips on top. Pause the video and show Hyderabad. Show the sounds of Hyderabad. Let the feeling of Hyderabad be in the video. Use B-roll that way. Don't just drag B-roll onto the clip and like be done with it. So when I'm eating food or doing food videos, I'm not just showing the food, I'm showing people eat it. If you are doing an educational content where you're showing real estate space, show the real estate space with people in it. If you're hiring your company, show your company culture. Show how employees are in the company and how they're feeling. Most people lie about this, but it works. So my writing script is very raw. I did filmmaking, so I know how to write like a proper screenplay script. But for social media, you just need to, I use Grammarly.
Like you include all the dialogues, right?
Yes. I will show you this. I still use Grammarly because my English is terrible.
An average time to write a script.
Sometimes it takes 5 minutes, sometimes there are so many unfinished scripts now, but I know down the line after 5 months something clicks and I'll finish that script. So it might take 5 months, 1 year, it might take 5 minutes or 5 hours. Take your time, but don't delay it too much. We are not looking for perfect videos, we are looking for making the work done. Okay? And this is basically my scripting process where this is my system, you don't have to follow it, you can come up with your own system. I have the title of the video or the concept of the video and I write the A-roll in bold where the our editor understands, okay, this is going to be A-roll, I need to show this face, his face, and rest everything is voiceover, or I'm still talking to the camera, but if it's not in bold, our editor has to put B-roll on top of it. This is how I do it. This is my hook and this is the video, and in the end I end it again with a lot of A-roll like this one. That's enough. This is my system.
Like everyone is making thumbnail very good, but you haven't added text in some of your thumbnails.
Yes, less equal to more. For thumbnails, with time you are understanding less is more. But I'm also looking for, nobody has time. Your idea has to convince someone in a second. So when you're talking about thumbnails, you're talking about these or you're talking about short thumbnails? Mr. Beast. So make sure somebody understands your thumbnail in a second. If I feel like I'm adding this word and it's making me understand the thumbnail in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, I remove that word. Try to have as less elements as possible. I will say don't go beyond 4. 3 is super good. Go with the 4th one only when you need it. Now you guys need to understand the basics, which is I made this pedigree biryani video and it only has, look at the amount of elements it has. My face, because people have to know this is my video, and then there's the street dog, and then there's biryani and pedigree. Forget the title. If this is interesting enough for you, if you be like, okay, what is happening? And it's generating curiosity, that's when people come to the title. And then they read, I turned pedigree into biryani for my street dogs. And then they click. You have to make sure this thumbnail has as less elements as possible. And your thumbnail also needs to have emotion. It could be shock, it could be curiosity, it could be fun. Just have an emotion in the thumbnail.
There are 2 kinds of thumbnails.
Yes.
One we get in the field, one we search for.
Yes.
Like people who are searching for the videos,
Yes.
they will prefer more content in the thumbnail, right?
That is also true. Let's say, look at this one. Title is way too long if you ask me, but the thumbnail itself is just enough and it still has way less elements. Think in terms of elements. 3 elements, 4 elements, more than enough. It's a good thumbnail.
Single element or 3 element?
That is single element.
Alright.
Yes. And then his face, and then he has a Da Vinci in the background. That is the 3rd element. And then he also has little dropper on top. It is an element, but yeah, I would have avoided the 5 techniques here, and I would have put the 5 techniques in the title.
Glow effects.
Yeah. So you look at the feed here and make sure your thumbnail pops.
Yeah.
It has to have a lot of contrast where your thumbnail is standing out easily. Nobody is looking at this thumbnail. This is way too big. You have to shorten it. And if your thumbnail is interesting enough in this size, then it's good. Thumbnail tester. So you take this thumbnail and you put it here and then test it. If it's popping out with all the other thumbnails, then it's a good thumbnail. Always have this. Your thumbnail has to pop. Your thumbnail needs to have a lot of contrast, and with the title, if it's looking good here, then you have a good thumbnail. We have 3 different titles and 3 different variations, and seems like this one has 1. But somehow I was rooting for this title to win, but it didn't win. What I'll do is, I'll put this title again. This is A/B testing. Now I can do ABCD testing as well, where I use this, but I'll try to make changes here. I'll try to add exclamation marks here. All those little details, I try it again. And you try it enough until the video, goes viral, and then that's good. But if the video is terrible, no matter how many amount of thumbnail tests you do, it won't work.
In this thumbnail,
Yeah.
have you picked the picture or all the elements are photoshopped?
This is all AI.
All AI.
Everything's AI.
Except your photo.
My photo, I gave the photo to AI. It was giving me shit results. But again, when you train the AI enough, it'll get your face accurate.
Can you reveal your prompt?
My prompt is way too lengthy. I'll ask ChatGPT to be like, you are the best thumbnail generator in the world.
15 years of experience.
You have this much experience. You are the senior executive in a YouTube channel company. You do all that. You do the role play. And then you look for what you want. I want people to stop scrolling on the feed, and I want them to click the video, and I want them to watch the video until the end after looking at this thumbnail. And I want this thumbnail to pop. It needs to have a lot of contrast. It looks simple. So it's a very long prompt. And after all that, it is. Sometimes what I do is I write all this prompt and ask ChatGPT to give me a prompt for thumbnail generation. And that prompt I use. So I gave ChatGPT this prompt and I asked it to look at the background, how clean it is. Why don't you give me something like this? So I gave all of this and then asked for this, and look at this one. It is on the floor and I don't know where I am. I'm not even on the floor. But I asked it to do it again and again and again and again, and this is my final thumbnail. I spent a lot of time on my thumbnail. Before I used to spend so much time on editing and not give importance to thumbnail, but I'm giving so much importance to thumbnail now and they're much better. So try to, for long videos, make the thumbnail and title first. You know packaging, right? Title and thumbnail. Always do them first. I had the idea of this thumbnail before I even started making the video, but I did make this thumbnail after I shot the video. But have what the thumbnail is going to be like in your mind. Have a stick figure, whatever it is, and then start shooting the video.
I mean, if we have the thumbnail, if we make the thumbnail before only, how is it going to help us?
Before you make the thumbnail, let's say I made this thumbnail, which is somebody signing on my t-shirt, and I showed this thumbnail to all of my team, and I told them, can I get 287 signatures on my shirt at an IPL match? Now everybody knows what the thumbnail is going to look like and what the title is. So we all will work on the video keeping this in mind. Now the video will come out much better. The editor will be able to edit because he already knows how the video is going to pop on the home feed. So he'll edit it accordingly. The starting 10-15 seconds, he'll try to confirm the click and then edit it that way. Cinematographer will make sure this shot happens in the video. The writer will make sure this happens in the video. Everybody knows how it's going to be like. First, make the poster of the movie and then show the poster to your team, then make the movie.
Like earlier you used to edit videos for yourself.
Yes.
But do you think a new editor can match your vision, satisfy your vision?
So we have a new editor now. His name is Faizan. Faizan, say hi. So he is a 17-year-old kid and he came in 2 weeks ago. This guy, Faizan, he came in, small kid, and I always had this stigma where I won't be able to find an editor who will come to the office and work with me because everybody is looking for remote workers now. But having an editor in person not only will help me, but it will also help him because so many inputs can be given in person. Online, so many things like get lost when you feel tired because you won't be able to ask him to come back a frame and edit that frame out. It's way too hard to do it online, but in person, it's much more clearer. And I always thought nobody will be able to edit my videos like me, so I will lose my audience. But the truth is, if you have an editor and if he's doing a video for you, he is completely editing it for you. That means he's spending a lot more time editing your videos. He will be better at it after a bit of time. Just trust him, give him some time, because not only he's working on it throughout, but he's also getting better through your inputs. So we are not looking for an editor who edits just like me. I'm looking for an editor who edits better than me. That is the goal. And I feel like if we keep going, he'll get better and he'll edit it a lot better than I would because he's only focused on editing. If you're getting a writer, make him write. And with all this team, with time, everybody is getting better at what they're doing. Your videos also get better.
Like how much time it takes for you to edit a video on an average?
So in the beginning, when you're starting out, when it's the first video, first 100 videos, post every single day, get better at it. And once you feel like I've gotten better, focus on quality, not quantity. Slow down. Make a video, take a day, post it, take a while, 2-3 days off, and then come back. And then make a video again. That's how it started and that's how it went. I shoot in the morning, I post at night. And then with time, I started adding a lot of elements to the video. So I shoot today, I edit tomorrow, I review the draft day after tomorrow. So it started taking me 3 days. And then it went on, and there are days where I took a week to edit a shot.
Yeah.
And that was just getting too much. And that's when I found an editor because...
Videos get done in 2 hours.
Yes.
Even 2 weeks sometimes.
Yes.
Is that okay?
I made a video recently, it took me 10 minutes and that got 13 million views. It took me 10 minutes. It happens. But you should try doing both because you don't know what's going to work. You think this video is going to work, but it's not going to. You think this video is going to flop, but that will do well. You cannot decide what video works. It's the audience that decides. But try to give 100% to all of your videos. That's the fun part. So every single day it's a learning process. Something new is coming.
Sir, how much are you paying your editor?
He's a very new guy. He came in very recently, so it's a 5-figure.
What criteria or qualities you see before hiring an editor and from where you hire?
There's so many places. I was not able to hire an editor, so I hired a PA, and this PA started calling a lot of editors. So many people came to the house, most of them were terrible, and so many people left after a few days. It was a struggle. It took us like a month and a half, and then finally I found someone who's like super perfect.
Like how you confirm that he's the one?
First main thing is he should be able to come to the office. I want him to be in person, and I want him to have a laptop because I don't have a laptop. And the second thing is he should be willing to learn. He should be able to be like, yeah, I'm going to learn something new, and every single day it's a task. I know something and this guy knows something. Let's try to mix them together and let's grow. And I saw that in Faizan.
Now you make a video both together, or sometimes you'll be traveling and he'll be eating in the office?
That is what is happening, but I come back and we review the draft together. So I sit on the computer, I try to get a few, most of the time it's the little corrections, a few frames here and there, the sound -2 dB, or the music is just not hitting, it's not landing well. Those little details I do. But if you're looking for an editor, make sure he's willing to learn, and make sure your editor is as interested in your content like you are. If he is interested in making some movies and you're asking him to make YouTube videos, he'll always not be interested. He should be interested in making your videos. You should be on the same page.
Like, I'm thinking to start a series of 30 days teaching a JavaScript in depth.
I know nothing about Java, but do you know this guy who comes on Instagram but he starts the entire video with a girl and then suddenly, I don't know what his name is. That is the easy way out. Hook the audience and then suddenly Java comes out, but I feel like that is, it's a bit, feels like fraud. Yeah, you don't want to make like that, but don't do like that. Don't. But when you look at that video and his videos and think about it psychologically, it still comes down to one thing. He is hooking the audience in 3 seconds and is throwing them off with, learn this engineering part and learn this Java part. Try to hook your audience in the first 3 seconds itself. I don't know anything about JavaScript, so I'll give an example. Use this JavaScript and you'll be able to build GTA Vice City in 5 days. I don't know if it's possible, but you see, you hook the audience and then start your thing. People will watch.
Is there any difference? Sir, you said like emotions in food blogs, like educational related, is there any channels like you saw? Like they are showing emotions or any B-rolls related to educational content? I want.
Okay. Do something visually and then do it. It could be makeup happening and then you're explaining your video, or you're taking a shower and then you're explaining your video, where 2 things are happening. You're walking towards the street, or maybe you're editing something on your laptop, but you stuck a cheese block. There's this guy who does this cheese block on top of the ceiling and it's about to fall, and it's showing that falling throughout the video and then it's continuing with this video. So not only people are waiting for that, but they're also watching this video. It is one way to hook. You find your own hook like that. That makes it interesting. And apart from that, be excited, bro.
So if you're vlogging Hyderabad for 3 days, would you make it into parts or would you make it into one video?
Yeah, we had a discussion, my editor and I, today. I made this video which is finding happiness in Oman. This is one of the series I want to do where I go to different countries and I try to find happiness there. And it's an hour-long video. Look at this one. It's an hour-long video and it has 90k views. If I keep doing this series, I feel like this video has the potential to reach 1 million, 2 million per episode. YouTube is competing with Netflix. YouTube is competing with Prime Video. And Prime Video on YouTube, the episode lengths are an hour long, 2 hour long. You're watching movies there. And people are making movies on YouTube. Look at this guy. This movie came out recently and look at their channel. There's only one, this one. This is just trailer and the movie is around 2 hours long. Look at the views it has. 4 million. So length doesn't matter. And YouTube is always looking for content that is longer because YouTube wants people to stay on their platform. If your video deserves to be 2 hours long, make it. Don't worry about the length. If it's good enough, people will watch.
How much title and description matter?
Yeah?
How much title and description matter?
Description is okay. Generally, I try to put in a lot of keywords in the description where, let's say, most expensive Maggie. I search. Yeah. I am getting ranked on Google as well, where you can find my videos on Google because of the keywords I mentioned in description. So fill the description with a lot of keywords, explain the video, hype it up, and ask AI to do it because AI will do a much better job. Description is that, but title and thumbnail are everything. You have a very bad title and thumbnail, the video won't work.
So if we make long videos, we have to maintain that retention.
Yeah.
And we have to do something you said, like sub jokes or something like that. We have to maintain.
Yeah.
It will take time. If
Yes.
you want to make one video per week, by doing like studying and like how can we manage?
Like I said in the beginning, try to make 30 videos in 30 days, but forget about trying to post every single day or every single week. This guy, maybe he took more than a year to make this. Look at the amount of views he has. The video is 2 hours long. He has no need to make another video in the next 2 or 3 years. Quality. But for some, maybe you're giving tech updates, you might have to make a video every single day. And it's not that long. Figure out what works for you. For some, it's 1 video per week. For some, it's 1 video per year. This guy. Dog catapult. Yeah, this guy. This guy makes, I love this guy. He makes 1 video per year. And look at the amount of views he has, and look at the concepts.
Why do Asian people look like that? Well, I've got some theories.
Yeah. He made that 1 video for that year. He got a sponsor. He's good. He'll come back next year now. Figure out your time. Any other doubts?
Sir, so some common mistakes that beginner creators should avoid.
Beginners creators should avoid, don't overthink it. Get rid of all the bad videos that you have in you as early as possible. Get rid of all the filth, all the bad ideas, all the editing mistakes you can do in the beginning phase itself. Make as many videos as possible, make a lot of mistakes, figure out what works for you. You are saying, I want to do entertaining content, I want to do educational content. Maybe after making a few videos, you realize you don't want to do it at all. And how will you find out? By making a lot of videos. So make them and then figure out if you are still interested in this, or if you want to change your niche, if you want to change your style.
So at beginning phase, we should experiment.
Yes. Make a lot, and once you've figured out, once you feel like, yes, I know a bit of this thing, slow down. And for me, I think that is 100 videos. If you look at my channel, the first 100 videos, I was trying so many different things and all of them were so terrible. My first 100 videos, you have to look. Oldest ones. So bad. Look at them. 30K, 20K. But now I have 1 million views, so people go back and watch these videos. But when they came out, they didn't even have 5K views.
So how did you gain this much knowledge?
Experience.
I've been doing this for 10 years. If you ask me, there's still a lot more to learn. Every single day I learn something new. But just keep doing it. I cannot think about anything else. Yesterday I had an off. I had friends come over and I was discussing how to start businesses and how to make content for them even yesterday while we were drinking. I cannot stop thinking about this. This is my life. So that's when you get better at it because nothing else matters.
So you came from so long all the way to here. As you said, storytelling is the key to videos.
Yes.
How do you make simple videos? How can you apply storytelling in simple videos? If you want to make the process of your journey, storytelling engaging,
Okay.
how will you do it?
Oh, there's already so much interesting that happened. I slept at around 4 or 5 and I woke up with a hangover. I was super drunk and I was supposed to be here at 2 o'clock. And I was waiting for a cab around 12:30 and then he messages me, it got delayed to 2 o'clock. And then there were friends waiting in my house. I was supposed to send them off, we were doing all that, everything gets delayed. I had a meeting in the evening.
Like we have to show everything, whatever happens.
Yeah, so use this but and so instead of using and. So I wanted to come here and get done with this meeting, but things got delayed. So I got to spend a bit more time with my friends, but they left because they didn't have time. And then I was waiting for the cab, but the cab driver cancelled because he wanted cash. We begged, I don't know if you convinced him or he convinced me. He convinced, and finally this guy came. I sat in the car. This guy won't stop talking because all I wanted to do was sleep. And finally I got to sleep. I heard him laugh because I was snoring and waking myself up. And finally I arrived here. Now we are here. It's a bit interesting enough. I tried to show all of this. I tried to make a conflict. I wanted something, but that thing I'm not able to achieve. makes it interesting. I started there, I came here, and now, hello, very boring. Put a lot of conflict. You want something, but that thing is being taken away from you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I know why you are at 1.8 million.
Still a bit far to go. Yeah, okay.
I want to ask that, like on Instagram we have trial reels.
Mm-hmm.
So on YouTube, do you have any tips, like which is something we don't know because we are freshy, some
Okay.
secret tips?
I love trial reels because trial reels again proves how important the first 3 seconds are. I made a video and it flopped hard. So the only thing I changed in that video was I added a title hook in that video saying Dibba Rotte recipe in the first 3 seconds. That video performed 10 times better. So trial reel, you use that. But on YouTube, the sad part is your audience is your test audience. You don't have any other option. Before, I used to be super afraid. Every video is hitting 1 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. And I was super afraid to experiment. Now, I don't care. I am posting videos that get 100k views. I'm posting videos that are getting 2 million views as well. And people, they comment something which is like, bro fell off. But yeah, try to experiment. Don't care about anything. Post whatever you want to post.
Like one more question.
Yeah.
Like there are some YouTube channels who has very less videos but very good reach, like
Mhm.
millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
And here are many people, like 15, 14 people, and they have many videos, even less number of reach. Like what's the difference?
I was speaking to one of my friends a few days ago, and she was complaining about all my friends are doing great. They're working for Accenture, they're working for big MNCs, and I'm working for a marketing company that I'm not even interested in. I think I'm doing very bad. Then while that discussion was happening, I told her something which hit me then. You can compare so many things, but there's one thing that you cannot compare is career, your life, love life, how much money you're making. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's path is different. For some, they might hit 1 million views with a single video. For some, it might take 1,000 videos. Take your time. It's okay to hit 1 million views. It's okay to do everything after 10,000 videos also. Just take your time.
I'm not comparing, like why the difference?
Because everybody's story is different. Everybody has a different story to say. For some, people might get connected with one video. For some, it might take 1,000 videos. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong or right. Take your time.